It was a statement day for Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I think it's the day when he went from here to here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the timing couldn't be better in that you go to Texas.
All right, so that leads me into this. I texted you this earlier. I think we're on the same page, but I'll ask it anyway because I think it's a fun question.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield, let me preface by saying Baker Mayfield is not only an OU great and probably the best passing quarterback in Sooners history, but he's one of the best college football players. Not just quarterbacks, college football players of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that Kyler Murray's A game, the best Murray can be, is even more of a problem for an opponent than Baker Mayfield's A game? Is Kyler's A game even better than Baker's potentially?
I can't answer that until he plays Texas OU.
That's the
until
answer.
he plays West Virginia at Morgantown, until he goes to Lubbock. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know what came to mind for me? Rocky V, when Tommy Morrison's won some fights and he's upset that Rocky's still considered the greatest.
Right.
And the Don King type guy says, you'll never be considered Rocky Balboa. The man fought wars in the ring. Until Kyler Murray fights some wars in the ring and does it against teams better than UCLA and Baylor, we can't say that. So no disrespect for Baker. Your A game is still better. But I bet you there are some defensive coordinators across the country right now who would rather scheme against Baker than Kyler, at least when Kyler's at his best, because what he can do with Mike Vick type runs is spooky.
No, it is. No, that's the dimension that, in my mind, sets up Kyler Murray to be a very, very legitimate at the midway mark. I mean, with all due respect to Tua down at Alabama, who's been sensationally efficient, and obviously whose team is the best team in college football. But I mean, in a big picture sense, I don't know how anybody really could view anybody but Kyler Murray as being the front runner at this point for the Heisman. And it's it's his dimension in the run game, his ability not only on design plays but on broken plays. So your hypothetical is totally valid. Would a defensive coordinator lose more sleep over Kyler Murray or over Baker Mayfield if they had the same people around them?
Right.
I think it's a totally valid possibility that Kyler might give them more nightmares because of what he can do on a broken play or a design run play.